Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another installment of Awesome Tech You Can't Buy Yet, a show where I round up all of the best crowdfunding projects that have hit the internet this week. First up is the Trident, which from what we can tell appears to be this weird underwater scooter thing. Problem is we don't know too much about it because technically the crowdfunding campaign hasn't really launched yet. There is an Indiegogo page up right now. It's not the campaign page though, so you can sign up for email updates, but there's not too much information out there. However, based on what videos we found on the internet thus far, it appears that this thing is essentially just two little electric motors and propellers that are attached to a battery that's all housed in this little waterproof thing, and you put it between your hands, pull the triggers, and it just jets you through the water. Believe it or not, this is not the first one of these gizmos we've seen before. There's actually quite a few of them floating around on the internet already. The thing is, they're all fairly expensive. So the cool thing about the Trident is that, according to the creators, it's only gonna cost about $300 if you back it on Indiegogo when it launches. The downside is that because the campaign hasn't launched, we don't have an estimated ship date yet. So if you want more information, just keep an eye on it. Next up is the Vector from Anki. Now, the best way to describe this thing is that it's essentially like an Amazon Alexa style AI robot that has voice recognition and all of that good stuff, but it's also on wheels and can drive around your house and charge itself. So it can kind of follow you around. It doesn't just have to live in your kitchen or your living room. It's got some pretty cool tech under the hood. It has face and body recognition. It can track your voice with this like microphone array that it's got. And it even has a little face with little Pixar style emotions so it can be all cute and react to the things that you say. If you're interested in getting your hands on one of these things, you can lock one down on Kickstarter right now for about $200, which is $50 off what it's going to be when it launches in a couple months. And because this is from a big company like Anki who has produced stuff before, I fully expect them to deliver on time. Next up is the MasterKey, which is this really awesome laser keyboard and projection PC thing. So you've probably seen those laser keyboards before, the ones that kind of just like beam a little light-based keyboard down onto your desk, and then they use sensors to sense when you're like tapping on various keys. This is essentially that, but it also has a projector on the front of it that projects like a desktop onto the wall in front of you. So it's this really small device, projector in the front, projector in the back, all virtual screens and keyboards. Pretty crazy futuristic idea. If you back the project right now, you can lock one down for about $180, and they're shooting for a February of 2019 delivery date. Next up is the BedJet version 3. So chances are, if you watch Shark Tank, you have probably already heard of this thing before. It was on there a few years ago, but now the creators are back with a third iteration that has cooler features than all of the other generations. If you haven't heard of it, this is basically what it does. It's like an HVAC system that you can put in your bed. So it's like a little air conditioning or heating unit that has a hose on it. You put it up under your sheets and it blows hot or cold air into your bed instead of into the room. The cool thing about the third generation is that this time around it has Alexa integration, so you don't even have to mess with a remote to get it to work. You can just shout, "Hey Alexa, make my bed colder," and it will happen. If you back the project now, you can reserve one of these things for about $230. The company is shooting for a December of 2018 delivery date, and because this is the third iteration of an already well-established product, I am super confident that they will deliver on time. Last but not least, we have the Viable Straw, which is a portable, reusable, telescoping metal straw that you can put on your keychain and use whenever you don't have a plastic straw to use at like a restaurant. Because so many places are banning plastic straws, it stands to reason that you should start using a reusable one if you want a straw in your drinks. You can get one of these for about $17 on Kickstarter right now, and they're gonna ship in December. And honestly, if they don't make that date, then they're doing something wrong. How hard can it possibly be to make a telescoping metal straw? Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to check out past episodes, those will probably be somewhere over on my right. And if you want to tune in to future episodes, be sure to check out Digital Trends in the coming weeks.